Black Mirror 3, otherwise known as The Final Fear. We have played Black Mirror and Black Mirror 2. Not to be confused with the TV series.
Help me, I'm being chased. They're after me, they're gonna kill me. The Order, the Academy, it's collapsed. My sister and my mother are dead.
Don't I know you from somewhere? That's just what I was going to say. That's the bloke we've been looking for.
That's the gang. What?
Well, what a coincidence, Mr. Michaels. I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Miss Amanda Valley. And probably for arson, too.
What? No.
Take him away, Constable.
Okay. Well, that picked up right where it left off last time.
I think I found her.
12 hours prior to arrest. Uh-oh.
Damn. Call in the lads. There's nothing more we can do here.
She didn't set herself.
Why not? Perhaps she was cold and set herself on fire. For God's sake, she was murdered. Am I the only one round here with half a brain? Anyway, we're not going to find any more clues. It's been raining all night. You stay here and wait for the cavalry. I'll go down to the village and ask some questions.
Bit early for a beer, isn't it, Inspector?
I'm here on official business, Tom.
It wasn't me, honest. Me brother Bobby's me witness.
Do you know Amanda Valley?
Yes, unfortunately. I still owe her money.
Well, hold on to it. Buy her a wreath.
Heck, why? Is she dead?
You could say that. Burned. Probably last night between 6 p.m. and midnight. Where were you at that time?
Hey, Inspector, you know I wouldn't kill anyone. Especially not over a few quid. I was out with Bobby at a theme park, Alton Towers. Got home pretty late and went straight to bed.
So, do you know if Miss Valley had any enemies?
Apart from the Gordons?
The Gordons.
Her brother was caught up by that Samuel chap. I guess that was before your time. Since then, she's absolutely hated that family. Have you seen her flat? It's bloody mad, I tell you.
Any other tips?
Have you seen that Yank that's been sneaking around here recently? I'd check him out if I were you.
Yeah, it's always the
He's
bloody
one with
Yanks.
the blood in his hands. He was chatting with Amanda Valley in front of the pub a few days ago. He asked me about a tackle for robbing houses. No idea why he came to me, but it sounded pretty suspicious.
Holy, she really hadn't gotten over it. What have we got here?
This is kind of like a
Interesting.
flashback of the last game.
Darren Michaels, Bedford, Maine, last week. I'll bet anyone 10 quid that's the Yank Tom was talking about.
Inspector, the castle's on fire.
Oh, great. As if a burnt corpse wasn't enough. Come on.
Just listen to what I've got to say first. You can't just...
Come on, get in the car.
Caught with a flaming torch next to a burning cask. If this isn't my ticket out of this dump, then God only knows.
Chapter 1. I haven't even learned how to use the mouse yet.
So, you fell in love with this woman?
Angelina.
Fell in love with Angelina without knowing she was your sister. She lured you to England, to Black Mirror Castle, the castle of your ancestors, to use you as a key for an old ritual. That's right, isn't it? Do me a favor and put the lighter down, all right?
It's a nervous habit.
You said it had something to do with a curse, Adrian.
You tell me. All I know is that I drizzled blood on a book and read out incomprehensible words. And then, bang, black all around me. And the next thing I can remember, there were sounds in the woods behind me getting nearer. All in all, a grade A nightmare. The ritual probably worked, and now I'm possessed by a centuries-old evil soul that wants to bend my mortal body to its purpose.
You believe you're carrying a second soul. Oh, Adrian, I know that feeling well. But believe me, no one is cursed. Children always believe they're to blame for grown-up suffering. These feelings of guilt have branded themselves into your soul. So, how was it for you to meet your biological mother after all these years? You said you didn't have much time to talk to her.
No, she was taken hostage by Angelina. They both died shortly afterwards. They fell into the abyss in the ritual chamber.
In the ritual chamber. Exactly. And your foster mother in America, did you have a chance to talk to her about it?
No, she was in a coma, and then she died.
All right, then. Perhaps we should forget about the women in your family for the time being and turn to more happy matters. Let's talk about your father. Wait a minute, Constable. We're not finished yet.
Perhaps we can leave that till tomorrow.
As you wish.
I don't mean to interrupt, but the inspector has something important he needs to talk with Mr. Michaels about. And you know what the inspector's like. It's about the bail.
Is it still not high enough for him? There's no one who would spend a penny on me anyway.
Don't say that.
All right, Doc. Have you got a spare 5,000 pounds?
Yes. Well, I can't do that, Adrian. I'm your doctor.
Mr. Michaels, come along now, please.
If there's anything you want to talk about, Adrian, I'm here most of the time. And Zach, tell the inspector he should keep to the arranged times. I don't burst in when he's in the middle of an interrogation.
Yes, Mum, I'll tell him.
So how's your abused little arsonist soul? Stroked better by the nice doctor? I hope you see the burning faces of the 4 poor souls you have on your conscience every single night.
Thanks for asking.
You know what? I'm starting to run out of patience with you. If I could, I'd have you deported. Your fellow countrymen should be made to endure your fairy tales. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
If you'd led a decent investigation, then you'd have found evidence for my fairy tales a good while back.
And now the little thug wants to tell me how to do my job. Constable Zach was down in the sewers for 2 days, and what did he find? Nothing. And Miss Valley's also a mysterious order. Nonsense. No one here has even heard of it.
They had an assembly chamber in the mine, and Victoria knows about it too.
Assembly chamber? Don't make me laugh. Miss Valley gave lectures on the cursed Gordon clan in there. And the old biddy hasn't spoken since the fire.
Gordon clan? Old Biddy? Stop talking about my family like that.
Your family? Yeah, well, you'd actually fit in with those loonies.
Whatever. Can I go back to my cell now?
Unfortunately, I have to throw you out of your little paradise. Someone's paid your bail.
What did you say? Who?
Doesn't seem to be a friend of yours. Wanted to stay anonymous. Well, whatever. Get your things and get out of here. But don't go too far. Otherwise, I'll have to put you on the wanted list. That would be pretty much the most stupid thing that could happen to you.
I can well believe it.
All the better. So be a good boy and go collect your things from your apartment.
Okay, the help system gives you some information about the game. Controls at the start of the game. If you don't wish to receive these tips, then deactivate the additional help. Right now I do want additional help. Okay, this is cool.
Yeah, that's probably just decoration, considering the weather here. I guess those are the keys to the cells. Apart from the fact that everyone here would notice if I took them, my cell is open. A photocopier. Looks really modern compared to the rest of the furniture.
Uh-huh.
a photocopier. Looks really modern compared to the rest of the furniture. Cold coffee. The police archive. There aren't very many files, but lots of them are labeled Gordon.
Yeah, lots of them labeled.
I'd prefer some coffee. As far as I know, there's no evidence room here. Collected evidence is kept in these lockers. They're always locked.
Command center.
The emergency call center. As you can see, it's manned around the clock.
So we got this copier here, but I've already looked at it. I got dialogue for this guy.
Constable Zach seems okay. Plays by the letter of the law and all that.
I walk? No, over here. The space bar will show you all the available interaction locations. Oh, I've been going up to here.
The wash basin, also known as the spare toilet.
The spare toilet. Once you have obtained all of the information about the items in the game, they then lose their interactivity, which I like. I like that.
Crumbling tiles. Why should the floor look any better than the rest?
Crumbling tile.
The road to freedom? More like the little turd's road to his big brother.
Little turd.
I've slept on this pillow in this damn uncomfortable bed for the last 3 weeks. It doesn't smell as bad as it did at first. The top bunk hasn't been occupied since I've been here. There are people in the adjacent cell sometimes, though. Sweet bird of freedom. I'm coming.
Sweet bird of freedom.
My reading material for the past 3 weeks. The intellectual outpourings of my frustrated predecessors. Would be nice if it worked. A garbage dump would be more sterile than these toilets. Only the Willow Creek police know why there's only one locker for a 2-man cell.
One locker for a 2-man cell. What's in it? What's in it? What'd I get? Ooh.
My pencil. But where's my diary?
Oh no, where's my diary? To look at items in the inventory or to use them, click on them using the right mouse button. Don't I need to bring up the inventory?
The locker was open and my diary isn't inside. Damn. My friendly fellow inmate, Matt Newcastle. One of those kind of people that my mother always warned me about. Have you seen my diary?
Your diary? And here's me thinking it belonged to some nutter.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know what happened to me in the ritual chamber. What went wrong?
How did you get into my locker? Stop that. Constable!
Or worse,
Uh-oh.
what if nothing went wrong? What if Mordred has been freed and has taken possession of me and is making me do his bidding? Please, somebody help me. Stop me from becoming a murderer.
Give that here, bastard!
You bastard.
I don't want to be Mordred's puppet. I want this fiend to disappear, back to the hell he crawled out of.
I'll have you. I'll kill you.
Boo-hoo-hoo. I don't want to be a murderer. Boo-hoo. Don't make me crap myself. I'm so scared.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey, Scarface.
I
Oh,
told
forget
you that
it.
pencil was a
Nuh-uh.
deadly weapon. Ow. Well, you got his diary. Ooh, what is that?
That moron Matt ripped up my diary. These are the only pages I could save, and most of them are empty. That moron Matt ripped up my diary. These are the only pages I could save, and most of them are empty.
Graphics a little better in this one. I'm still playing it on a 19-inch monitor though, so it kind of...
Can you sign here, please, just to confirm that you've read the bail conditions and that you've been instructed to register with Dr. Winterbottom every day? This here is a declaration of your state of health at the time of your provisional release.
But there's only good or very good on there.
So, you're not feeling so good then?
No.
Well, don't forget to sign it then.
Good and very good.
Here's your wallet. I keep the passport.
Oh, they don't want him leaving the country.
And you need to sign here that you got your things back.
There's actually ways around
With all
that.
this signing, you haven't secretly slipped a confession in there, too?
That's not permitted.
Ah, so I'm in luck then. Just a minute, I was being a bit premature. There's $500,000 missing.
You should have checked for that before signing for it. Any subsequent complaints have to be addressed to our regional HQ in Bristol.
All right, just a joke. Is that it then?
Yes, you're free to go now, Mr. Michaels.
Where's my $1 million?
Amen.
Mr. Michaels?
Something else to sign?
No. I just wanted to inform you that your solicitor is assuming you're going to call him soon. Here's his card.
Got it. Catch you later, Constable.
Uh-huh.
Free at last. Well,
Free
relatively.
loss! Free
At least I can now
loss!
prove my innocence by my own means. Now, let's see what my lawyer wants from me.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to prove his innocence. To call somebody, use their business card with either a telephone or telephone box. Water butt.
A rainwater butt. There are lots of them around. You know, just in case Willow Creek suffers a drought.
A little card. What do we get? What is it? What is it?
A fortune teller's business card.
Fortune teller.
Madam Fortuna. You'll see your future. And her phone number.
Uh-huh.
I need to call my lawyer urgently.
Lawyer. So we drag this and drop it on the phone?
My lawyer's business card. Would never have thought I'd need one of those.
But I was clicking on it wrong.
Mr. Jones from the law firm Jones & Partners.
Hello, Mr. Jones. Darren Michaels here. I was told you wanted to speak to me?
Ah, Mr. Michaels, yes. The investigations are stagnating, rather. As long as there's no evidence for the allegations brought against you, you can't be charged. So that's good. On the other hand, your fellow countrymen want to step into the ring, too. The American embassy is on our backs. That's not so good.
And what does that mean exactly?
Well, that you're going to have to sit tight in Willow Creek for quite a while. Inspector Spooner's investigation methods. You implied the last time that you weren't too happy with him?
Yes, it seems to me that Spooner isn't really bothered anymore.
Inspector Spooner just wanted to produce a guilty party and then get the case closed as soon as he could. He has to produce results so that he can get back to London.
A scapegoat.
But he's rather used up all his ammo. Now he's hoping that the embassy will take the case off him so that he doesn't have to chalk it up as a failure.
So he doesn't really seem to be interested in the truth.
Well, the truth, Mr. Michaels, as is generally known, is the invention of a liar. But the fact you've got bail is a good sign. And that someone's been found to pay for it is even better. Perhaps you should have a look yourself, now that you've been released, for some clues or slip-ups in the investigation. It would be best if you could get a copy of your files.
Are you convinced that I'm innocent, Mr. Jones?
Took 2 seconds.
Of course, Mr. Michaels. Do you think I could represent you if I wasn't? Nevertheless, we should hurry up and find some solid evidence to prove it.
Okay, dialogue.